you haven't watched my first bank robbers video, I highly suggest that you do. It's not necessary in order to watch this video, but it does give you some context into the bank robbers' issues and how they're solved, with this video coming with its own set of issues. With John and Little B heading onto the challenge campaign, their first stage is Ice Archers and Friends. A great way to reintroduce my hatred towards the Berserker's ability to become invincible due to their jump. So we try to get them off the riverside edge, but we don't get close at all. So we just go back to our trusty forest strat of sitting right by a tree to bait them off, then tricking most of the Ice Archers off the map. With mixing it up, we don't mix up anything and just continue with old strategies of getting them all together and then throwing the save. But with the Sarissa's range, they kind of back away from the wall, so instead we just convince them to walk off a bridge. With a stuck Hoplite and a stuck Snake Archer remaining, we bait the attacks of the Snake Archer, causing him to shoot snakes into the wall, allowing us the opportunity to attack him, leaving us with one Hoplite to finish off. I'm gonna get hit the second I try to attack him. I think I just hit a shield, I did. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Anyways, we do it again and nobody gets stuck, except for this guy. Medieval 2 stage, you know what that means. Bullhorn has 2 chieftains and a bunch of spam units. We try to lure them in circles to get the second set of bank robbers to kill the remaining group. Alright, everybody's together. Let's get a chieftain. Wow, okay. That was barely anything. Damn! Oh, they were both so low, too. I could have done it. After a bunch of tries, we get desperate and end up just finding a ledge to sit on that gets all our enemies to walk off the edge. In Scary Crow, we have to avoid the frightened foes by sitting on this hedge and tricking them to go back and forth and hoping they go off the edge at times. Eventually, if doing this enough, we can get the Scarecrows off the edge. In Scythe, we get the Harvesters and the Halflings to walk off the map. And with Knights, we just bait them off. Okay. Basically, every stage in the challenge campaign comes down to how we can trick the AI into walking off the edge due to how little money we actually have for these stages. So we're not going to get anything interesting to actually happen. So instead, I'm just going to speed past the boring stages. And you know what? I think it's time for a bait and camp montage. Okay. This is a good angle. Oh my god, he waited so long to charge. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not good. Don't fall off. Okay, that guy fell off. No! Damn it, Little B, all you had to do was not slip. Also, is this guy bigger than normal? I feel like it might actually be harder to bait them off the edge over here, even if they're going in a straight line. Never mind, I lied. Come on, push the scarecrow. Wow! Push the scarecrow off. He doesn't need to be able to do. Hell yeah. That's, a potion seller, Jesus Christ. Okay. I thought it was a farmer. Oh, please. Okay. So. Okay. Alright. Nobody comes back. Hopefully. Okay, only brawlers, which means I don't actually have to play the game anymore. If I don't get stuck, I swear to God. You fucking asshole. I hate you, Little B. Okay, there we go. So that means if I just stand right here and let the Bone Mage attack. Being patient myself. Come on, Bone Mage. Don't let him live. Hell yeah. Also, that was coming to get me. Don't hit me. Okay. Oh my god, okay. There's only 2 of you. Thank god, okay. Okay, there's only 3. Okay, there's not 3. I swear to god if I die to you, I'll lose it. I'll lose it. No, he pushed me! Oh my god. Please come back up. For the love of God. Headbutt. Thank God. Since they can't see me, to walk off. Yeah, okay. I just have to be further on the vine. And not fall off to deal with the healers. No! No! Okay, they're all dead. They're all dead. One squire. You know what? Okay. I was gonna say. No! You asshole! You asshole, John! You know what you did! You know what you did! Casting curses on my John. I'm gonna time you out for saying fall. I'm gonna time you out. I'll see you in an hour, buddy. Okay, they're all dead, so now I just have to sit here and wait for them to kill each other. I love stages with mammoths, especially more than one, because it means I have to do this. Should be able to stand right here. Okay. Yeah! Hell yeah. For an arrow of chieftains, we use one set of bank robbers to lure them together, using John as a means to get them to attack themselves, to get most of them low enough to die to the other bank robbers safe, leaving John to fight the final chieftain. Oh my god. It could have worked. If this guy had a little bit less HP, it could have worked. Damn it. Oh my god, I hit him without him hitting me. Maybe we can keep it up. Let's go. Okay, I didn't think I would do it, actually. Valkenmore is similar, but we have to test how to kill the Valkyries with as little bank robbers as possible. Then we lure all the brawlers together for the final 2 safes to finish the job. I don't want to get just, like, shot straight down the middle. I have a feeling it's going to happen if I do this. Wait, weave. Weave. Easy. Okay, well. Come on, John. Come on. Come on. Clean up. Damn it. Weave. Okay. Yeah. That was kind of expected. Oh! Little B's still alive. I don't think he was. Oh! He's not now. After I bitch slapped him, I'm so sorry. Does he have a... I don't want to get shot. Oh! Oh, please! You're fine. Okay. What are you doing? Alright, cool. You would expect knights and catapults to be easy because, you know, vine. But both archers and catapults are able to hit us up there. So instead we use a different portion of the vine for once. Being able to bait the knights off the edge and lure the archers out back, and then doing the same with the squires, allowing us to beat the stage by getting the catapult to attack and kill itself, leaving us with one squire that was stuck under the rubble, charging at us to avenge his troop. More S-words and catapults is exactly the same. Something sneaky as bone mages and a lot of spear throwers. Even if we take out the bone mages, it takes all of our army to beat them, and then we still have to fight the spear throwers ourselves. Which, sure, spears are pretty easy to dodge, but the amount that is left is a bit unrealistic. So instead we use Bone Mage's AoE against their team to kill them all at once. Bone Mage, go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bone Mage. Oh my god, they all did. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm a goddamn pincushion. Alright, I'm dropping. Hell yeah! I knew it would kill them before me. The Valkyries are heading over here first. Oh, no they're not. That guy just went through the void. And he was in the ground with 1 health. Alright. Big Brawl has everything. We can't use the forest very well due to the Berserkers and Valks, but we also can't use the river because of the Jarls. Yeah, it's just not going to work because of the Jarls. After a lot of testing and a very helpful viewer pointing things out live, standing on this spot is extremely dangerous as we could get attacked by Vals, Berserkers, or just straight up fall. And after a certain point, the rest of the units are able to reach us in this very specific spot, so we have to move back once the Valks and Berserkers are dead, and moving back gets the rest of them to fall off and lets us just kill the Ice Archers the classic way. After beating all of the challenge campaign, there were 3 stages that I just left for last because they were terrible. That being Scythes and Potions, Zeus, and Quincunx. This stage, which, shocker, most of the stages are on Ancient 2. Starting off with Scythes and Potions, we only get 1 set of bank robbers, so John and Little B were going to have to work this out themselves. The plan is simple. We first start on the bridge on the right side to be as close to the wagon as possible. Then we throw the safe, dodge the potions, and hide behind the wagon. The harvesters should get stuck on the wagon due to the size of their scythes. The potion sellers will hit themselves with their potions as we protect ourselves with the wagon. Then once all the potion sellers are dead, we hide in this bush to bait the harvesters off. But which one of the bank robbers should go? Little B is smaller, so it's easier for him to dodge potions and get away from the harvester, so obviously it would be right for him. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. If it came down to picking between John or Little B, the choice is obvious. But we can't just pick one or the other, we have to choose the bank robbers, with the safe included. Due to the way that they hold the safe, if we control Little B, the only way to get the safe thrown prematurely is to turn around and then flick in the direction we want to throw it, which takes too much time as potions are already getting thrown at us. But with John, if we want to throw the safe while controlling him, we just press the S key. So while it would be better for Little B to be by the wagon, getting John there is a lot more consistent. So after some attempts with Little B, we switch over to John to get more actual runs in. Okay. Cool. Okay. Actually, this is really good. They're held in place very well. Okay, well, I didn't even lose, like, any health from that. Like, I lost, like, a fraction. There's no way that's what 1 health looks like on a 30 health unit. That has to be, like, a fraction of a health. Wait. Is that one dead? Okay, it looks like it. So that means there's 1 left. And it's him. As long as he dies, harvesters should be dealt with pretty easily. I just need the harvesters to not move. I need the potion seller to come back. Please, harvesters. Just please. Just sit there. You guys are fine. Please, potion seller, please. Just kill yourself. Kill yourself. Okay. Now we can go to the bush, and we can have them... Oh, we can have them go off the edge. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't fall. Okay. Terrified. I'm genuinely so scared of them. They could, while they're falling, they could also catch me with their size, like not even like as an attack, they could just catch my feet. Like, look at that guy, he's trying to do it. Get away from me, you freaks. Just go down. Okay, that's 1. And they're both stuck. Okay. I guess I have to leave, but I really don't want to. I can't fight them. I don't have it in me to fight them. But I can get them unstuck and I can run to the wagon. Jesus Christ. Now is not the time to be slipping. Okay. Bait him around and then I go back to the bush. You can come get me. You can come get me. Yeah. Okay. We have 1 left. I have to get close enough for him to like swipe me so he gets himself unstuck but not hit me. Like that, yeah, perfect, okay. I was really worried about getting hit. Okay. Don't get swiped. All you gotta do. Come on, please. Please. Don't. Yeah, okay. As for Zeus and this stage, we tried to sit on this ledge to get them to fall off or have other bank robbers attack them while they're distracted, but neither is enough. So instead, we just cheesed them again. And with how most stages were beaten by abusing the map, I figured a fun campaign to do next would be the simulation campaign, since every map in it is unique. Since at the time of the simulation campaign coming out, there are only the factions up to the spooky faction. We'll have to play against the units from those factions. The first stage to start us off in the simulation campaign is Bridge Battle, which most notably has us fighting jousters and balloon archers. The jousters can easily run past our bank robbers, wasting our saves, which we need in order to deal with the infantry units. If we have both infantry fighting and archers shooting at us, we can't properly deal with the balloon archers, and we deal with the balloon archers by moving in ways to get them to trip on safes and corpses, or just fall off. After putting all but 1 set of bank robbers in the back, we can use John to bait the jousters off the edge, use the rest of the bank robbers to attack the infantry, and hide in the back to hopefully get the balloon archers to fall off, with the last one just slipping. Row is another bridge, but with halflings, samurai, and musketeers. Unfortunately, musketeers have insane aim, and their attacks can pierce, with the pierce just straight up not affecting their own allies. So by stage 2, we've already hit an impossible level, as even if we killed all other units, in order to beat the stage, we would have to protect the last safe behind this pole. But the issue is that we can't even do that, as we would throw the safe at the pole if we tried. Moving on to Maze, due to all the close by walls, anytime Little B and John attempt to throw the safe, they would instantly kill themselves. So let's just revisit the rules I set for this challenge. 1 is only use bank robbers. 2 is no spawning units in spots that I can't get them. And 3, if a stage has less than 850 costs, we just recreate it in free play mode and use 1 bank robber. The reason why I have the second rule is so this challenge is actually interesting and I have things to say, as any stage can be beaten by just spawning units in specific spots on the maps. But due to how Simulation Campaign has no decoration and is just meant for battle, I ruled that only for the Simulation Campaign that Rule 2 doesn't apply. With a new ruling, we try to spawn our bank robbers on top of the maze to get stuck and wait until the enemies get right in front of us, which still doesn't work. Okay, whatever. Next stage, never mind, it has musketeers in an open field. Okay, well if every stage isn't going to be possible, there's no real reason to even do the challenge, so I guess it's over for John and Little B. It was fun streaming this challenge and seeing you guys try and help with
what I was thinking. We ignore the line, and we go wherever we want.
I guess John and Little B are also moved. What are you guys doing?
Us? We're gonna pass this damn line.
You can't do that, that's cheating. You have to start behind the red line. The other side is enemy territory.
We stood ahead of the line before.
Okay, well that's
And
different.
that's cheating. Now, why do those vermin like to do it?
It's I don't know. It's just to make the stage more interesting for the player.
Well then, let's make the stage more interesting for them.
Wait. Okay. With John's new rule of just ignoring the line, we go back to row and we can have a set of bank robbers kill the samurai and 2 kill the musketeers and have Little B lure the halflings off the edge and just punch the last one. Maze is a level I actually forgot about on stream. It was only when I started writing the script did I realize that I didn't actually beat the stage. Unfortunately for me, this stage took me 3 hours. The stage itself is really simple, it's just really heavy on the RNG. We start out with bank robbers killing the second and third row, as we can't fight ninjas very well, and halberds are very easy to get around, leaving us with 2 blunderbusses. One of them usually offs themselves, like as in he literally flies off the map, while the other one is actually stupid and will consistently just shoot this wall, so we move around the maze and get in a position behind one of these pillars. Since the halberds have like an ideal range, they will actively try and stay at this range. The blunderbuss doesn't, so it will just walk up to us, sometimes miss, and fly off the edge. Okay. Leaving us with the halberds. Fighting one halberd is actually really easy, but a bunch is a problem. If they attack, they can push each other forwards to hit us, so we have to weave around the pillars to avoid getting hit. Then we run in circles until they hit each other off the edge, leaving us with 1 more that we can just push off. We can use 4 bank robbers to deal with the harpooners and musketeers respectively, leaving us with 2 bank robbers to deal with the monks. Going up hills with the safe doesn't go well. Fortunately, monks attack so aggressively that they can just push each other off. So we take control of a surviving John to lure the monks all together and purposely fall off the map to hopefully get some monks to follow, or even hit each other off. Then we would use Little B to walk around them and just barely being within range so that they hit each other off, which eventually wouldn't work for just 1 monk left, but honestly I was just kind of praying that 2 monks would hit each other off at the same time. Oh my god. Okay, there's 1 left. How the hell am I gonna deal with them? Fall. Please fall. Please fall. I will wait. I'm not approaching you. I'll sit here. I will wait for an hour. I will dead ass sit here and wait for an hour. Thank God. Easiest challenge of my life. With us using 4 bank robbers to kill the ninjas, swordcaster, and skeletons, leaving us with the knights, which are known to be easy to bait off, and the king. My plan was just to walk around in circles until he fell off or swung at me and fell. Since that didn't work, I changed my plan to have John sit by the edge and attempt to get the king pushed off the edge. Then having the last bank robbers just deal with the remaining knights. Charge has a bunch of units that don't really matter apart from the monks and the units that actually charge at us. Having bank robbers off to the side, we can bait the wheelbarrows and the jousters off the edge, leaving us with the next group of units, the berserkers and monkey king, which is dealt with by just standing in front of a hole and just having them jump in, with the last group being a bunch of samurais that we can just fight ourselves and monks, which we need to fall off the edge. After an hour and 45 minutes of redoing the same strategy, we eventually get lucky. Okay, John, I don't want you ruining this for me. Okay, either John. Both of you guys stay back. Okay, well. Get up. Okay, how are you still alive? I saw you fall in the hole. Twice. 3 times. Yeah. Oh my god, they hit each other off. Okay, okay. No, if there's a bank robber there, I need to make sure he stays alive. Okay. You and me, little B. Wall's really simple as we just spawn on the wall, get the berserkers to target a set of bank robbers off the wall, and then they just walk off the edge themselves. Zeus, like any extremely healthy unit, we have to kill by pushing him off the edge. We then use a safe to kill the firework archers and another for the hoplites, and Little B and John can take out the ballista themselves, leaving us in charge of getting rid of 5 berserkers, which is done by having Little B hang on for dear life so they charge him down and fall with them. Captains, just like Zeus, have way too much health to properly kill them, so we need to use our safes to push them off the edge. Once we get the placements right to push them off the edge, we just have to keep on restarting until we get a run with both captains falling off the edge, then fight the halberds myself, which I ended up accidentally using too many bank robbers at the start of that stage, so off stream I had to redo it, which I got rid of an extra bank robber at the top here, and it was basically just time consuming. For siege, we try to get them all grouped together by staying at the top of this pillar and letting the other bank robbers kill the smaller unit. Then we run around these edges trying to get the kings and jarls to fall off the edge, which with how many there are, it's just not consistent enough to work. So we looked around the map and found that standing on this very edge is enough to stay out of the king's range. The attacks from the king and the jarls are able to throw each other off the map, leaving us with some strays that we have to dodge around these edges to get them to fall off. Please stop. Please stop attacking. You King. Oh, okay. Oh my god, I broke my arm. Okay. Okay. No! 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 God damn, I hate you. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Faster, faster, faster. Okay. Was it fast enough? Okay, it was. Thank God. You stay away from me. We're all friends here. Oh my god, they all got each other. Oh, easiest win of my life. Barricade has reapers, and even with all the bank robbers just attacking one, we can't push them off the edge. Even in the one spot on the map that the reapers can't reach you, you can't do anything. Even the stages that seemed impossible, I've had ideas of things to try, but even on the highest point of this map, you're able to die. I ain't got a clue how to beat this stage, if even at all. Just like Barricade, cramped battle doesn't really seem possible to me. At the very least, I had an idea. My idea is to just sit on this ledge and just walk back and forth with the intention of keeping the captains behind and just getting all the units to attack each other. The small issue is that it takes like 10 minutes to even slightly damage a unit, and at any moment we can just overstay our welcome on a specific site and just get blasted. I'm sure this one is actually possible unlike the last stage, but the means to do it is just actual inhumane torture, which is saying a lot coming from a guy who spent over 2 hours on one stage earlier. We infiltrate the catapult castle and have to be very specific with our placements, as our safes can easily get caught in the catapults. After destroying all the catapults on our level, we walk up to the 2 stuck catapults and just punch them to death. The other one managed to fall off the castle and just kill itself. We use 3 of our safes to deal with the cannons, leaving us with 2 bank robbers to deal with the vampires, which have one small issue. Vampires can very easily get grouped up, allowing us to kill a bunch at once. But without the safe, we can't even approach them with how fast they move and attack. So by lining up our bank robbers, we get all the vampires to group up in a straight line, allowing us to kill them all and making us fight one cannon. I got shot, but okay, there's one cannon. If I survived, it would have pushed itself off. Oh my god, that was all of them too. And both of them were falling off the edge. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. You know what? I'm oh my god, that actually worked. Damn it! I was trying to strafe away from it. Instead, I changed my focus to be on the vampire's little dash before they attack in order to get them to dash off the edge. And it worked flawlessly first try, so I'm glad I spent all that time doing other things. Hell yeah, that worked first try. Moat has a Jarl, which means the entire stage is gonna center around it. More specifically, with trying to get it to fall off the edge. My first plan was to get the Jarl on the edge side of the ballista, then have the ballista swing out, pushing the Jarl off the edge. Instead, we end up just managing to bait the Jarl off the edge with an attack, while every other unit on the stage is just beaten by throwing safes at them. Arena is a perfect example why the ignore territory rule is needed for certain maps, as we literally can't even begin a strategy on this map. But with the new rule, we can just bait off the berserkers and make the other units walk off the edge of the map. Pit is basically just like Hill, with the bigger issue being the monks. Fortunately, we don't have to slam our head into a brick wall as much. Since this stage has a ballista, we're able to damage the monks with the ballista and finish them off with our saves. With the firework archer surviving the aforementioned ballista to deal with, John and Little B just mosey on up to them and kill them. With the simulation campaign completed, we can move on to the specific faction campaigns, but before we do, since we added a new way to beat the harder stages, let's use this against the stages we couldn't beat before. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything I can do about this. I think it only takes one bank robber to kill scarecrows, right? Yeah. And most of the Valkyries are already dead, so I think to kill the Valkyries I just have to do this. Which means it probably could work. I'm just gonna put another guy, like, I don't know, right here seems to be consistently, like, surviving. Yeah, well, what do you know? That's honestly a pretty good amount of damage, though, all things considered. I may have an idea how to beat this stage. Holy fuck. How am I living this? Okay. And that's how. That right there is how. Oh no, I know what the issue's gonna end up being. There's gonna be too many fucking safes on them. Alright. But I have a feeling all the safes are just gonna hit each other. If they even get up there, okay. Only 2 survived that one, that's interesting. I'm not quite sure what I can even do with that, though. So let's just have one of you guys survive. I guess 2. And then you just do circles. Circle strat is something that cannot be forgotten about. Oh, well, maybe it can be forgotten about if I die. Why are you guys so terrible at doing your job? What? Let me take... Okay. Okay, there's still a hotbed alive, unfortunately. There's actually 2. One of them seems to be stuck, so I'm not going to worry about you. You, on the other hand... Okay. Now it's your turn. Oh, that's not good. And I fell. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. Alright. Can 4 bank robbers kill 1 Zeus? Stay tuned to find out the answer. Probably no. No. So unfortunately we're still left with these stages, which I haven't beaten. Maybe as this challenge goes along, I'll add a new role which allows us to beat these stages. I guess we'll have to see in the next campaign.